Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino. We're drinking this beer right here. This beer is from Shillow. So, I'm sweaty as fuck tonight. It's so fucking hot in this house right now. I turned the central air off. My capacitor on my central air died. Mostly because of how fucking hot it was this summer. So, I don't set my house all that cool. I mean, my house usually ranges between 75 and 77. So that isn't all that cool. But with how hot this summer was, even to keep my house at 75 or 76, my air would have to turn on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off all fucking summer. So my capacitor blew. How do I know my capacitor blew? Because I can go outside with a stick and jump start the fan. However, we have the same problem right now. It's hot outside. So I can jump start the fan. It'll cool my house down to 76. Then it turns off. My house is back up to 82 just a few hours later. For the last few days it was actually nice, but right now it's fucking sticky again. I want to do this review naked, but I can't. So today we're drinking a beer from Shillow that came in the September edition of the Brew Box, a Brewscovery. This is Drink Responsibly, Tip Generously. Ooh. I work in a tipping position, and I don't think I'd ever say that to somebody. It's just bad. Yeah, maybe we'll get into it on a BDU. This is Beer Snob's Belgian Rye Ale, and it is 6% alcohol by volume. So Shillow is a contract brewer. This beer, as of the time this box was sent out, wasn't available in the LCBO yet, so it was something exclusive to the brew box if you weren't at a bar that actually served this. I'm just looking to see if it actually has an ingredients list, and it does not. Brewed in Scarborough, Ontario. What breweries are in Scarborough? Isn't it really basically just Mill Street? They're a contract brewer, so they're... Oh, where did she work? She was a server at one of the beer bars. So they may have even brewed on their own system. But to get a big enough batch to go to the LCBO, you had to brew somewhere else. And the only place I can think of in Scarborough is Mill Street. I'm probably 100% wrong there. There's probably a lot more that I don't even know about, because there's just so many fucking breweries now that I have no clue what's going on. Okay. So, let's get the last of this in there. Bang! Beer Snob. Okay. Nice orange color. Super hazy. Cannot see my hand through it. Even with my hand up against the glass, I cannot see my hand through it. Slightly brownish head, off of off-white, and almost going to this slightly brown eggshell color. Big snap, crackle, pop. The head is moving. Off the glass, I get almost, and this might be psychosomatic. And I can see. Breathe the pressure. No, this might be psychosomatic, but I smell almost like carré seed off the head of this beer, and it might be psychosomatic because it says rye. And as soon as I start thinking rye, I start thinking carré rye, which is the only rye to eat. Okay, out of the can. Very sweet, almost like they're using. It almost smells like there's invert sugar in there, the Belgian beet sugar, but I don't think there would be because it's so low. There might be, but very sweet. Getting that almost coriander / clove like finish that you get with a lot of Belgian yeasts. Also, you get that out of the can. You're getting that slightly. You're not getting that spicy rye scent. You're getting that that dirty grain smell. Just like soaking rye. Like you took, say, a piece of rye bread and it's gotten soaked in a bowl of, I don't know, for some reason a bowl of water. For some reason you dipped your fucking rye in soup. For some reason you did that. It kind of has that that scent to it, just wet, sopping rye. Cheers, I'm just trying to drink it. There's no reason to keep talking because people aren't even going to know that paradigm. That paradigm of mine is just out there. Why was I've dropped sandwiches in soup, okay? Fuck off. Okay, well, that face would make you think the beer sucked, but it wasn't. It just, for some reason, it was hard to swallow. I took it in my mouth and it was hard to swallow. The worst part was I wasn't even making a double entendre or trying to make a sex joke there. It's just what came out of my mouth. Let's go back to the beer. Easier to swallow that time. Back end, very drying, very clovey. With that slightly sweet, almost sugary cloviness that you get from some Belgian beers. Also, almost just a weedy dryness on the back end. I shouldn't say weedy, I should just say grainy. A grainy dryness mixing with a clovey dryness. Very dry, okay? It's very dry on the back end, but with a little bit of sweetness. And that dryness just stays. It's still there right now. The back of my tongue is dry. It's like I licked, and why you would do this, I don't know, but it's like I took those like moisture absorbing crystals that your cat shits in, and I licked it. Or I let them just sit on the back of my tongue, because the front of my tongue is salivating, the front of my tongue is wet, back of my tongue dry as the fucking Sahara Desert. Makes it Moorish, though. A little bit of like that almost sour carré type of taste at the forefront, but I mean, again, I think that's psychosomatic. There's also a little bit of that rye dryness as well as that rye spiciness up at the forefront. So really, it's kind of sweet and rye-like up at the forefront, and kind of sweet and Sahara Desert dry in the back end. Is it the best Belgian beer I've had? Not at all. Is it a good beer that I think I could drink a glass of at a bar? Sure. I think this would be more like a food pairing beer, though. It's so drying that I think it would be really good as a... I think it would be good with something more succulent. Something that makes your mouth water. Something, I don't know... a nice juicy prime rib burger with bacon. You use this, it just kind of clears your palate, it resets your tongue. Then you eat another bite of that burger, especially if it has like crumbled blue cheese and stuff on it. Oh yeah. You eat another bite of that burger, your tongue starts salivating because it's just such a succulent, beautiful flavor. Then you drink this again, and this will wash it away, but that rye taste will also just exemplify, say, the blue cheese. It's a food pairing beer for me. Out of 10, a 6.75. I actually really like it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir. I'll be in toast. See you soon. Bye-bye.